Hello folks, my name is Mark, this is Why I Hate the World. How you guys doing? This is things I do not care about for June of 2018. So let's jump right into it. Let's see, lots of stuff happened over the last month. Bill Cosby was found guilty. He's going to prison. Yeah, that's kind of sad when you see a celebrity beloved by millions, falling and going to jail, but, maybe he shouldn't have fucking, raped 18 women or whatever. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of sympathy for Bill Cosby here. Right. Let's see. Moving on. Michelle Wolf was very savage at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and that pissed off a lot of Republicans. So, I'm supposed to care about that. I mean, that's what the White House Correspondents' Dinner is about. It's supposed to be so that, we can... they're supposed to roast the president and the people in power. And if you notice that every president has gone to those things except for Trump. Trump hasn't shown up to, it's been 2 years. He hasn't gone to either of them because his fragile fucking ego can't take it. George Bush went to his, where Stephen Colbert, like back in, 2008 or whatever, 2006, I can't remember what year. But, Stephen Colbert ripped him a new fucking a-hole, like... tore him to fucking pieces. If you haven't seen it, look up Stephen Colbert White House Correspondents' Meeting. It's hilarious, and it's true, and he doesn't pull any punches, and that's exactly what Michelle Wolf did. That's exactly what they should do, because, they should be able to understand this is what it's about, but, the Republicans can't take criticism in any fucking form, so they just lost their shit over it. I don't know. It's fucking dumb. Moving on. Kanye West said some stupid shit. I don't know if you remember that, about 2 weeks ago. Said in an interview slavery was a choice. And yeah, he got a lot of shit for that. If there's one thing in this world that I just do not give a fuck about, it's like Kanye West or Kim Kardashian. Right. Apparently Kim Kardashian went to the White House too over the last, last weekend or something, was photographed behind the president, and lots of people are giving her crap for that. I don't give a fuck about these people. Why do people care about celebrities so much? I mean, you know why he said it? Okay. He said it because he's rich. He's rich and he has more money than any of us watching this video will ever see in our entire lives combined. Alright? That's why he can say slavery was a choice. Because he has fucking, rich guy-itis. Okay? Or what do you call it? Affluenza is what it is. Alright? Real life is not the same, thing for, somebody like him and somebody like you, okay? Kanye West is the kind of guy that wakes up in the morning and can basically do whatever he wants and buy whatever he wants and go wherever he wants. If he wants to go to fucking Paris for lunch, he could do it. If he wants to fly then back to Los Angeles and get fucking, chili at a particular restaurant, he can do it, okay, in like one day. I mean, this is the kind of, that's what the kind of money this guy has buys you, right? There's no place he can't go, right? There's nothing he can't do. He could basically sit down tomorrow and be like, I'm gonna make a movie where it's all about like, me butt naked rubbing shrimp all over myself, riding, a fucking elephant, and it'll be called Kanye's Shrimpy Elephant Adventure. Right, and he would have that shit on DVD in 3 weeks. Okay, because that's what, millions and millions of dollars can do for you. Alright, so, of course Kanye's gonna fucking say, oh, it was slavery was a choice, because he has no fucking, grounding in rational fucking reality. That's why. Anyway, moving on. So you should remember that whenever a rich person says something really fucking stupid, you just gotta remember, well, it's because they're rich. Moving on. Melania Trump's Be Best campaign plagiarized from Obama's 2014 FTC guidelines said. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, well, what do you expect after, Melania Trump really seems like someone who doesn't want to be there. There's lots of speculation that she's like a prisoner in the White House and shit like that, and she hasn't been seen in public for like a month now as of this recording. Like she went into to the surgery for a very minor thing and just hasn't been seen since. Right? And a lot of people are thinking it's like, oh well, she's fucking like, really hates Donald Trump now. And there's evidence for that. There's video of her walking and like slapping his hand away and stuff. And like, she won't go to any functions with him, and she didn't go to fucking France with him and all this other shit. And it's like, and it just seems like, it seems like they're telling her, okay, you need to do something, because all the first ladies, do some kind of charity work, right? Some kind of initiative, and like, she just doesn't give a fuck. So she just sort of like told them to like just do something. I don't care, And so they just grabbed whatever they had from the last administration, slapped her name on it, and it's like, right? I don't know. It's just kind of. It's funny, and it's also sad because I don't think, this poor woman, she didn't want any of this shit. But at the same time, it's hard to have sympathy for somebody who married for money, okay? Because she married him for the money, all right? He married her for the pussy. Let's not beat around the fucking bush here. There was a very clearly defined reason for their relationship, all right? Here's like, whatever you're going to say about Obama and Michelle, right? Obama and Michelle genuinely seemed to love each other. Okay. They did. They genuinely showed affection and seemed to actually enjoy each other's company and smile and laugh and stuff like that. And whether you think that was an act or not, it seems like even now they're very much in love. And you can't say the same thing about Donald Trump and Melania. And it's like, it's no fucking wonder why. Right. Moving on, Roseanne's show got canceled because she did a racist tweet. Yeah, good. Fuck Roseanne. All right. I don't know why people are surprised at this. I mean, first off, it's not like it's the first time it's happened, with celebrities in general. I don't know if you remember Dr. Laura Schlesinger getting kicked off for saying the N-word, or that one lady who cooks with butter. What the fuck was her name? I can't even remember her name now. It was a big deal a few years ago. The cooking channel lady who, got, busted and lost her show for saying the N-word, stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, okay, Roseanne got kicked. Here's the thing, right? The N-word seems to be, that's where the line is drawn, okay? Roseanne could have said pretty much anything else, and has said anything else, and they wouldn't have done shit, okay? I don't know if you've, been following this story, but Roseanne is kind of losing her mind, and like probably has some kind of mental illness maybe. If you look at her tweets from the last, 6 years or so, they kind of have been degenerating into like this crazy conspiracy theory shit. She used to be a liberal, back in the day. She was a feminist. She was into like women's rights and stuff like that. And now she's like posting shit, she's posting weird, crazy conspiracy theories and fucking Pizzagate stuff and shit like that. And, this relates to another story, right? So here's another story that is all up in the news now. Samantha Bee getting shit for calling Ivanka Trump a fucking cunt, right? I don't know if you know that story, but on her show, she gave her, she basically called her a cunt because she posted a picture of her with her kid the same day that it came out that immigration services, ICE, have lost track of 1,500, immigrant children, right, who are in the system, and they just lost track of them. So this got all the Republicans to lose their fucking minds and like demand that Samantha Bee be fired and lose her show, right? But there's a difference between using the N-word and then using like an insult that has misogynist connotations, right? I mean, what really would have been okay? Would it have been okay if she would have called her a conniving bitch instead of a cunt, right? Would that be all right? What if she just called her a fucking raging fucking bucket of assholes? That would have been absolutely fucking fine. But she used the C word, which, why the fuck is the C word such a big fucking thing? It's not like there's a race of cunts out there from Cuntland, right? It's like, but a lot of women take offense to that word. It's like, yeah, fine, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as using the N-word. Okay, we don't have 500 years of slavery, right? Like, kind of reinforce, historically reinforcing the negative connotations that, people that you call the N-word are not human, right? You don't have that same kind of background behind the word cunt. It seems to be really, to me, another instance of conservatives using liberal platitudes against themselves, right? Because the conservatives and the Republicans out there do not give a fuck, right, about the word cunt, right? What they care about is striking back, right, against liberals. That's what it is. So they go, okay, well, you know, we need something to balance out Roseanne. Okay, here's another liberal celebrity out there that said something vague, you know, bad. So let's fucking turn it against her. And see, they're both everybody. They're all the sides are the same. See, they're exactly the same. And it's it's not the fucking same. All right, they don't care. Okay, like all of the fucking stupid, racist, crazy shit that Roseanne said in the past, they don't give a fuck about any of it. And to be honest, they probably don't even give a fuck about this latest one, right? And they just, you know, it's kind of like, you know, we care, they don't, so they win. That's what it is, right? I mean, I personally think Samantha Bee should not apologize. Although she did because she doesn't want her show to get canceled. So, you know, this kind of controversy is the last fucking thing you want when you have a TV show, for obvious reasons, right? So of course she apologized and blah, 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 but it just seems to me it's like it's uneven. It's uneven. It's, you know, the Republicans they say the craziest fucking shit. They insult people regularly. The fucking president does that, you know, the president is like, that's his go-to, like, attack, is just come up with little cute names for people, right? And, like, insult them and say they're fucking bleeding from the whatever and stuff like that. You know, I don't know if you guys remember, like, you know, Rosie O'Donnell, Khazir Khan, right? These are all people that, you know, Trump has belittled, called fucking names, right? Throughout his entire thing. They're the goddamn president. Can you imagine if you know, Barack Obama would have said, like, she was bleeding from her eyes and the whatever. Do you imagine what would have happened if he would have said that in an interview, right? Can you imagine if Barack Obama would have said that a judge couldn't be objective because he was Mexican, right? Can you imagine that? Like, it'd be fucking pandemonium. Okay, you would never hear the end of it. Yet shit like that comes out of Trump on a daily fucking basis, right? And it's not just Trump, it's like all of the conservative pundits and everybody out there, you know, going back fucking years. Bill O'Reilly, right? Fucking Ann Coulter, Sean Hannity, like, you know, and you know, Rush Limbaugh, all those dickheads on AM radio, constantly saying just, you know, the most vile, incendiary things on purpose because it gets them attention and it riles their viewership up, right? It's like that's their fucking business model. That's what they do, and their people love it. And that's the difference, is that the conservatives love it when their leaders and their fucking pundits and shit act like crazy fucking, you know, depraved assholes, and the liberals get offended when people say shit like that. So when a liberal person says it, they end up getting held accountable. When a conservative person says it, they don't, unless they say the N-word. That seems to be the only thing. The only thing that will get them, you know, like, held in any accountable in any fucking way is if they say the N-word. So it's like everything up into that is fine. I just think it's bullshit, you know. I think Samantha Bee should not apologize. I think she should double down, because you know why? That's what fucking, you know, Ivanka Trump would do. Right? That's what she would do. And, you know, it's just bullshit. It's bullshit and it's a double standard. Anyway, that's all I got, folks. Adios.